Hey, what's up, guys? I just got so interrupted with that, and I actually forgot where I left off at. But as I said, the topic of tonight was watching the company that you keep and just making sure that you surround yourself with positive people, making sure that, hey, maybe I should start all over again, huh? Okay, so this is Darnice, Coach Dar. I am the founder of Walking Them Shoes LLC. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. If you like what you hear, please hit the like button and please also hit the subscribe button. So I'm sharing with you tonight the topic, watching the company that you keep. Hopefully we won't have any more interruptions, but watch the company that you keep, people. It is very imperative. It's imperative that you surround yourself with positive people because you are somebody, and I'm always constantly telling you that you are somebody. I'm going to drill it into your head that you are somebody. You have to know it, you have to believe it, and you have to walk in that authority and knowing that yes, you are somebody. So you can surround yourself with whomever you want, but I tell you this, if you surround yourself with negative people, you become negative. If you surround yourself with sourpuss, you become a sourpuss. If you surround yourself with Debbie Downers, negative Nancy's, that's what you become. You don't want that. This day and age right now, I'm sure that all of you want to succeed in life. And I'm not talking about succeeding where you look good, you got on the finest gear, you got on the flyest sneaks, you know, your hair is this, your nails is this, and not that type of succeeding. Because guess what? Honestly, that's not succeeding. That's just making yourself look good. But succeeding, meaning, in other words, you are focused on your goals. You are pushing towards your goals. If you're not living your dream, you're pushing and you're going in the right direction to be able to live those dreams. You know, a lot of times we can want to just be in people's company, and it doesn't matter, you know, what company that you're around. You could be around people, you know, doing different things, but just because you don't want to be alone, you're okay with that presence of that negative Nancy or that Debbie Downer, and that's not good. So whether you have dreams, whether you have visions, or whether you are just that person that just feel like, hey, here I'm here and I'm living. I'm trying to figure out my life. I'm trying to figure out what it is that I was set here to do. If you're in that position, you definitely don't want to be around negative people. You don't want to entertain bad and unhealthy relationships. Those type of relationships, unhealthy relationships, negative relationships, someone that's constantly nagging in your ear about what you can do, what you can't do, or if that person is constant complainer, you don't want that type of company. You should not keep that type of company. So begin to ask God to point people out in your life. Look at all the relationships in your circle. Look at the people in your circle. Look at those relationships. And you want to evaluate those relationships. Are they hindering you? Are they helping you? Easy. Are they hindering you? Are they helping you? Since you've known that person, yep, you may have some friendships that may go way back. Way back. And sometimes we may feel entitled to maintain or continue to hold on to those relationships because we have known that person for such a long time, or may feel committed or obligated because I don't know, but don't let that relationship, if it's a negative one, hold you down. Don't let it suck the life out of you. And that's what happens when you're around people and relationships. They don't know how to progress themselves, so they don't want to see you progress. And not even so much that they don't know how, they could just be stuck. You see, and someone that's stuck, if they know that they're stuck and they're working their way out of getting stuck, they're working in a direction where it's going to help build them up, then okay, fine. You might have a friendship. You may have somebody in your life that, you know, they're just going through some things and, you know, they can't really see out of the clouded lenses really right now at this time. So sometimes the things that they may say may sound negative. You should be able to distinguish that relationship, that type of relationship. But I'm speaking on terms of the relationships that are so unhealthy that you constantly find yourself at ends with one another. You can't be happy because now when you see this individual, or you receive a phone call from this individual, or you go home to this individual, it's always something negative. It's always something nasty. So you want to make sure that you're cultivating the healthy relationships, but it just can't be you. It has to be the two. And I'm not just speaking on boyfriend and girlfriend relationships. I'm talking about, oh, that's my best friend. We ride or die. We've been friends since high school. I'm talking about that type of relationship. I'm talking about that mother-daughter relationship. I'm talking about the two cousins that grew up like siblings relationships. These are relationships that I'm talking about. And I'm just saying, you have to watch the company that you keep, people, because ultimately, in the end, you are responsible for you. And if you know that you have a vision, you have a goal that you're pushing at, and if that person that says that they're your friend, if they can't help you, if they can't pray for you, if they can't motivate you, if they can't be there when things go wrong, when you need a shoulder to cry on, or if they're constantly telling you what you can't do, what you shouldn't do, cut it. Cut that relationship. Cut that relationship, baby, because I'm trying to tell you, you are here for a purpose. You might not know what that purpose is just yet. So let's speak to these young folks out here that, they got these friends that's like ride or die, and, they do anything. That's my girl, that's my homie, that's my man's, you do anything for them individuals. But will them individuals do anything for you? And I'm not just speaking of anything in a negative sense, like, oh, we're going to go do X, Y, and Z to such and such. No, I'm speaking of, okay, you know what? I'm going to lose a couple hours of sleep because I'm going to stay up and I'm going to pray for you tonight. I'm going to lose a couple hours of sleep because I'm going to sit here and research the answer to your question, the answer to your problem. So you have to make sure that you look around and you look at every relationship that you have. Whether you are focused on having your own business, whether you are just a person who like going to work every day, you're a mother, you're a daughter, whatever occupation you may be in, whatever aspect of life that you're in right now, still look around and look at your friendships and evaluate them. So, of course, you know what I'm getting ready to say, right? I get a little comfortable in here. So, of course, I'm getting ready to say a wise woman builds her house. That's the word, the part of the Bible. In the Bible, a wise woman builds her house, and a foolish woman tears it down. So you can be thinking in your mind that, yes, in your household, yep, you're building, you're doing this, you're doing that. That's great. But another way a woman can tear her house down is by listening to negative Nancy's. Listening to that girl that don't have a man, that's chit-chatting and telling you what she wouldn't do, what she wouldn't tolerate. Okay, and then you also have the cousin, or you have somebody else that would be telling you, yeah, I wouldn't tolerate that from my boss. No, I ain't doing that. Oh no. So there are times when it's good to speak, and there's times when it's not. There's a time to listen, and there's a time to speak. So evaluate your relationships. Evaluate your relationships and find out if they're healthy for you. If they're unhealthy, then maybe you can work on mastering a better and a healthier relationship. There are ways of doing that. One is the communication. Two is to be honest. Share your concerns, share your problems, let the individual know what's not working. Let the individual know that you're willing if they're willing, but they have to put forth that effort. Okay? So watch the company that you keep. And I'm going to leave you with these words. The company that you keep today can be detrimental to your future. The company that you kept last week can be detrimental to your future. So you know how they say what we did in our 20s sets the stage for what we do in our 30s, and what we did in our 30s sets the stage for what we do in our 40s. Yes, that's somewhat what I'm saying. That pretty much sums it up. Watch the company that you keep. Okay? Have a good one.